The Pizza Bomber. A crime so strange, it felt scripted. On August 28, 2003, a pizza delivery man walked into a bank in Erie, Pennsylvania. He didn't shout. He didn't threaten anyone. He was visibly shaking. Locked around his neck was a heavy metal collar. Inside, it was a bomb. His name was Brian Wells. He was 46 years old, quiet, soft-spoken, a regular pizza delivery driver. He told the bank teller there was a bomb on his neck. He said he had been forced to rob the bank. He said the device would explode if he failed. At first, no one believed him. The note Brian handed over demanded money, but the instructions were strange, almost theatrical. It mentioned riddles, clues, tasks to be completed after the robbery. This wasn't a simple crime. It was the beginning of something much darker. Earlier that day, Brian had been dispatched on a routine delivery. 2 pizzas to a remote radio transmission tower outside town. It was an isolated spot. No witnesses, no cameras. When Brian arrived, the delivery turned into a trap. The people waiting for him didn't want pizza. They strapped a bomb around his neck. Metal. Locked. Real. Then they handed him a set of written instructions. The rules were simple. Rob the bank, then complete a scavenger hunt of locations and puzzles. Fail, and the bomb would detonate. Brian was not a willing participant. He was a hostage forced to play a role. Inside the bank, he complied. He moved slowly, deliberately, as if hoping someone would stop him. Police arrived within minutes. Brian was taken outside and surrounded by officers. He begged them to remove the bomb. He insisted it was real. The device was bulky, complicated, unfamiliar. Some officers believed it might be fake, a scare tactic. Bomb technicians were called, but time was against them. As Brian sat on the pavement helpless, the unthinkable happened. The bomb detonated. Brian Wells was killed instantly. The shock spread quickly. This wasn't a hoax. The device was real. Investigators were now dealing with something unprecedented. A man murdered through a forced bank robbery. As the case unfolded, the truth became even more disturbing. The bomb was deliberately designed to be complex. It wasn't meant to be safely removed. The instructions Brian carried were nearly impossible to complete in time. The plan had never included his survival. The investigation led to a small group of conspirators. At the center was Marjorie Deal Armstrong, a woman with a long history of manipulation, fraud, and violence. Evidence showed the crime had been planned in advance. The pizza order, the location, the bomb itself. Brian Wells had been used as a disposable piece in someone else's scheme. Marjorie Deal Armstrong was later convicted for her role and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Brian Wells never stood a chance. The pizza bomber case shocked the country not because it was violent, but because it was cruelly elaborate. It treated a human being as a prop. No masks, no getaway chase, no mastermind escaping into the night. Just a man trapped in a plan designed to fail. This wasn't a thriller. It wasn't fiction. It was real life, engineered with the cold logic of a puzzle and the complete disregard for human life. And that is what makes the pizza bomber case so unsettling. Not the bomb, but the idea that someone thought this was acceptable, that someone thought this was clever, and that it happened in plain sight.